By now, you have probably seen the headlines. HBO is officially moving forward with a decade long Harry Potter TV series. They've cast a new trio, and we're looking at a Christmas 2026 premiere. But let's take a step back and really think about this. Is this a good move for the story, or is it just another sign that the entertainment industry is in trouble? Look, I'm not here to bash the fans who are excited, but I think we need to have a serious conversation about why this remake is a massive red flag for anyone who values creativity and the integrity of the source material. First off, let's talk about the timing. The last Harry Potter film, The Deathly Hallows Part 2, came out in 2011. In movie years, that's just around the corner. Those films weren't just okay, they were cultural milestones. They meant a lot and helped shape the childhoods of a whole generation. When studios decide to remake something that still feels fresh, it's usually not because the story needs a refresh. It's more about playing it safe and milking a franchise that brings in easy cash. It's a lazy move and shows that they are not willing to take a chance on original stories. Now, let's talk about the writers. Lately, we've seen many modern writers who don't seem to grasp or even like the original material they are trying to adapt. They treat these beloved stories more like skins to customize, injecting their own views and politics into the mix. That's not adaptation, that's rewriting. You're taking a story that resonates because of its themes of friendship and sacrifice and turning it into a platform for current social debates. It shows a lack of respect for the fans who have supported this franchise for years. Just take a look at what Netflix did with The Witcher and Henry Cavill, and you understand what I mean. And that's just one example out of too many. We also need to address the casting of Pape Siedo as Severus Snape, for obvious reasons. He's a talented actor for sure, but let's be real. In the books, Snape's pretty specifically described with pale face, greasy black hair, and a hooked nose. Changing his race isn't just about diversity, it alters his character's background and dynamics. Here's the thing, if you make Snape black and the bullies, Harry's dad and his friends, white, you are changing the whole nuance of that interaction, introducing racial tension into a story that was originally about class and personality conflicts. That's not how it was written, and it feels forced, creating an issue that was not part of the original narrative. Why would you introduce that into Harry Potter? It's disrespectful to the source material, and it forces a modern, American-centric racial dynamic into a British fantasy world where it does not belong. It's an issue created by casting directors, not by the story. Also, one of my biggest issues with this whole project is what it says about how we value books and reading. Instead of shelling out big bucks to recreate a world we already know, why not focus that money on promoting the books themselves? The magic really lies in the books. They spark imagination, build focus, and encourage critical thinking in young readers. If you're always pushing remakes of stories kids already know, we're sending the message that reading isn't necessary. They just have to wait for the next reboot. If we really cared about helping young people, we would encourage them to dive into the books, the original work, instead of just offering them a new 8-episode version of The Philosopher's Stone. In the end, this remake feels like a step backward. It's a retreat from the challenge of creating something original and exciting. When studios shy away from taking risks on new stories, culture stagnates. We don't need another retelling of a story we already know. We need the next great tale that sparks our imagination without relying on nostalgia. If we keep allowing studios to rehash the same stories with a few modern tweaks, we will lose the magic that made those stories special in the first place. It's time to stop the remakes and start pushing for new ideas. Because right now, the only magic left in this franchise seems to be all about the money.